Welcome to a Handpicked Life YouTube channel, and today I'm going to take you through a practice to activate your regulator flow and your penetrating flow. And these flows are part of your radiant circuit system, which is a system that resides in everybody, and it's a potent life force that enables you to find peace, joy, access your healing potential. In fact, to access your full potential on every level. So to be able to really experience life at those deep levels, it activates your curiosity, your creativity. So that real feeling of expansion. And I'm sure we've all had experiences of feeling expansive, whether it's when you've had that job promotion or you've had an amazing night out and you're feeling really good, or you're seeing a sunrise that has really taken your breath away. That feeling of wanting to draw life in and at the same time feeling really expansive, that's your radiant circuits in action. And what happens in our fast-paced modern-day lives is this energy can often get suppressed because survival takes over. And when you're in survival mode, and even if you're doing what you love, but you're really working at this fast pace, and that there are a lot of stresses in your life that give you false alarms, so your computer crashing, missing the bus, missing that deadline, whatever it is, then your body can get into this habit of your radiant circuits being pretty quiet in your body and even dormant. And because this is such a healing force in the body, whether for physical ailments, depression, disease, whatever, whenever you want your body to really upgrade, go to the radiant circuits and get them activated in your body. Because once we do that, we're able to find, first of all, a sense of peace and harmony. And then from there, you can continue to build, bringing in joy, curiosity, creativity into your life. And that is the most potent healing force in your body. In fact, when you hear about spontaneous healings, that is a perfect example of all your radiant circuits being activated, flowing, doing the right thing at the right time, and everything falling into place. My name's Leanne Campbell. I'm a life and wellbeing coach, and I specialize in somatic practices. I'm also a co-creator of a Handpicked Life, which is a membership platform. And if you'd like to know more about us, check out the links below. Come and join us, because it's a great way to really be held and mentored as you add more and more things into your toolkit, which help you to expand life. So going back to the regulator flow and the penetrating flow. So the regulator flow helps you regulate everything. It regulates your emotions, it will regulate your hormones, it'll allow you to really take anything in and release anything that you need to release. So it keeps you balanced and in harmony. It will help you to regulate other people's emotions as well. So you know that the regulator's off if you feel that you when you go into stress, you can't quite get yourself back into your center again. If your hormones are out of balance, if you're not healing, because your regulator flow will really help you to get the healing energy in the body moving and going where it needs to go. If you're just feeling discombobulated, it's a real sign that the regulator flow could do with some help. The penetrating flow is the flow that really helps you to take life in deeply. So when we take a deep breath and we're really taking it into our body, so that can be a beautiful thing, that in-breath. And often if you go into shock, it's actually the out-breath that can help shock not to go into the body. Also, that moment when you fling your hand up to your mouth, if you've ever done that, when you've heard something or something's happened, that It's a way of your body stopping that penetrate deeply, because the penetrating flow will hold your life experiences. So the more consciously you take in those beautiful experiences, the times when you're really feeling good, then thinking about really sinking that into your penetrating flow. The more we do that, then the stronger that flow can become. The penetrating will also help connect you to your gifts, to the reason you came here, to childhood experiences. So once you start to play with this, and once you start to activate it, and don't forget, if you've got the penetrating and the bridge and everything else working for you, anything that needs to move out of your body, that will go with the radiant circuit system. So the more you activate this system, the easier it is to access those deep feelings and then release what you no longer serves you and keep taking in the good. Okay? So I would like to take you now through the regulating flow and the penetrating flow slowly, and then we'll go into a practice that will help you to activate these and really have an experience of them. Okay, so bearing in mind these flows, actually, they have the ability to jump anywhere. So when they're really active, they're everywhere in your body. It's that feeling of expansion. However, they do have a pathway that they settle into. So I'm going to walk you through the regulating flow now. So if you bring your hands just to the third eye here on the brow point, just take a breath here. I like to go through these slowly so when we go into the practice, they're familiar to you. And you're just going to draw a heart shape. So bring the hands up and draw a heart shape around your face. Okay, you might want to just do that a few times. And then when you've done that, just keep one hand on the chin, doesn't matter which, and then let the other hand just drop down. And then bring the hands together, come across the shoulders, and bring your hands to the elbows. And just for a moment, just push forward and just open out the back. You'll feel that space between your shoulder blades open a little. And then continue, just smooth off. So smooth off down the arms. Okay, let's give that a shake. And then bring the hands just underneath the armpits. Just let the hands curl around the chest, and then from here come down, just come in a little at the waist, out, and then a nice flat hand, so you're going on the inside of the thighs as well slightly, coming all the way down. Now when you get to your big toe and your little toe, give it a squeeze either side. So one hand on the big toe, or your thumb on the big toe, a finger on the little toe, give it a squeeze and then come off. Okay, let's do that again. And this time we'll just trace the heart once. So just once over the face. Just come down here, down, and then over the shoulders. Just take a moment, just enjoy that opening, and then all the way down. That shake. Bring the hands underneath the armpits, smooth down the body, nice and wide, all the way down the legs. When you get to the big toe and the little toe, give it a squeeze and off. Okay. So that's the flow on the front of the body. On the back of the body now, you're just going to bring the hands over the eyes, and then from here, just take a breath and come out to the temples. Come over the ears, down the side of the neck there. And then from here, just for a moment, just go back to that elbow. Hold, push forward. And then this time, the hands come onto the back. And then just go all the way down. Back of the legs. And give the heels a squeeze and off. Okay, let's do that again. So just take a moment, take a breath here on the eyes. Smooth across to the temples, over, down. And give the shoulders a little squeeze here as well. And then come and just take that pose again, just open out the back. And then come behind as high up as you can. Okay, you can if you're not able to reach very far, just imagine your hands are a little bit higher and then smooth all the way down to the heels and off. Okay? And that's the regulator flow. Okay, so the penetrating flow, if you bring your hands behind your back first of all and just actually activate just opposite the belly button a little bit. And then place your, no, wait a minute. So the penetrating flow. So bring your hands just opposite the navel, just on your back here, and then just sink down to the tailbone, and then just come around the buttocks to the front of the body and come up, all the way up. Take a deep breath in, and then push your breath against your hand. And then let go. Okay? So come behind, sink down, come around the buttocks, underneath, and then up. Breathe in, push. Okay. Just give that a shake off. And then just place one hand on the back of the head here and one hand on the spine. Let the fingers point down. Just take a few deep breaths here. And feel deep inside your body. So it's like you're focusing on that core all the way up your body when you work with the penetrating flow. Okay. Just release that. Give it a shake. And now let's just do a little practice and we'll go back to those flows at the end. So we'll just do a few things that will activate all of your radiant circuit system. Give your hands a shake. Radiant circuits love movement. When you create space in your body, when you laugh, when you dance, when you do what you love. Shake off. And then just do a little swing side to side. And you can do a little slap wherever your hands land. Smile. Radiants love it when you smile. Take a few deep breaths. Okay. Okay, and just come back to the center. Give yourself a shake. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Bend the knees. Just come into prayer here. And as you do that, really feel that channel deep inside you, penetrating flow. As you breathe in, just come up. We're just going to open out the whole of the body. Radiant circuits love to stretch. So pushing up as much as you can, pushing down. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, just come down. Breathe in, other way. So palms up and down. Look up. Let's take a breath here. On and out breath, come down. Let's do that again. Breathe in. As you breathe out, just turn to look down at that hand. Connecting heaven and earth, this is called. Think about that, making yourself as long as you can. On the next out breath, come down. Breathe in. On the out breath, just look down. Take a breath. Breathe out, come down. And then breathe in, reach up. And then as you breathe out, just fall forward all the way down. Just let yourself hang. You might want to bend one knee, then the other. Just wiggle the spine a little, give your head a little shake or a nod. Just let the blood come to the forebrain. And then find that still point. Let your heels sink down. Lift your sitting bones. Your legs may still be bent. That's absolutely fine. So just work to whatever's available to you. You can even do this sitting on a chair, just dropping forward. Bend the knees slightly now, and then just begin to trace a figure of 8 on its side there, like that infinity symbol. Let the head hang. And then very slowly, imagine this is happening on the back of the body as well. You're just going to trace 8s up the front and the back of the body. Just see yourself being encased in figure of 8s. If you want to, you can bring a colour in here. You want your 8s to be a certain colour, just a bright light. You go all the way up. Until you're doing the 8s above the head. And then from here, you're just going to, as if you're sewing the front and the back of the body together, just weave down, all the way down. And remember, if there's anything that you can't physically do, if you can't take your arms over your head, or you can't get down to the feet, imagine yourself doing it. All the way down, from the armpits, all the way down. So if you want to go all the way down, you can. If not, you can just stand and imagine those 8s going all the way down and deep into the earth. And then from here, just draw your energy up, all the way up the midline. Think about that penetrating flow deep in your body, up to the mouth, and settle down. And then just bring your hands just on top of the ears here. Let your fingers fall on the scalp. Let's get a little figure of 8 going with the hips. And just imagine everything being regulated in your body. Ask for that. So a beautiful flow. So really getting to know the different aspects of the radiant circuit. So you create a relationship, create a dialogue with your regulator flow, allowing it to regulate your emotions, your physical body, your thought forms, finding peace and harmony, balance, equilibrium. And then from here, just let that relax over the ears. Just come down and take your arms out. And then just begin by just creating some circles. And as you moving your arms, imagine the circles coming up the arms, down your body, all around you. So just being aware of where your mind is. Just gentle circles in the shoulders. Remember, you can imagine you're doing this if it's not available to you. And as you breathe out, feel your feet rooted, grounded. And as you're doing this, you're connecting to the belt flow, which will ground you. You're connecting to the bridge flow, which will help you to bridge all the systems together, connect you to the outside world. And just go one on top of the other. That's it. And then just let a nice flow come into your body. And then just come into stillness. Bring the feet together. drop the head, and all you're going to do is just curl yourself down. You can bend the knees if you want to, just curl all the way down. Breathe out as you get to the bottom, and then as you come up, just breathing in and curl yourself up again. Stack each vertebra one on top of the other all the way up. That should just feel like a really lovely flow. Let the head drift up and find a rhythm with this. You might be doing it much slower than me or slightly quicker. Find what feels good for you and just do that 3 times. Just sinking down. As you get to the bottom, be on the end of an out breath. So as you begin an in breath, come up. And you can take several breaths if you want to come up. Be comfortable. Relax the jaw, let the face hang, notice where your mind is. Just let a nice, easy rhythm come into your body. Soothing, calming. Let your head drift up. And once you've done 3, just breathe out. And then you're going to close your throat. And as you bring the hands up the body, imagining this happening really deep in you, breathe. And make that sound. So it's called the Darth Vader breath as well in energy medicine. So you breathe in. Let that come through all the energy centers to the crown and beyond, and then let go. Okay, so we'll do that a few times. Close the throat. It's a great reset. One more. Give that a shake. And let's go to those flows again. So hands on the forehead, lovely heart shape, the regulating flow. Just bring one hand down, the other to meet. Come across the shoulders, smooth down the arm to the elbows. Just pause. Open out the shoulder blades and down the arms. Hands to the armpits, all the way down. And squeeze the big toe, the edge of the big toe and the little toe. So just right at the root of them. Hands on the eyes, come across, over. Take that moment just to open out again. And then hands behind you, all the way down, off, squeeze the heels. Bring the hands to the back, down, round, breathe in, feel that penetrating core within you. Breathe in, push against. Just take one hand on the back of the head and one hand at the base of the spine, just some 8s to finish off, and feel that penetrating flow really activated deep within you, taking life in. Feel your regulator flow, giving it permission to flow through you. And just release that. So thank you for joining me. If you've enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. Check out the link below for our membership. And if you're watching this in spring 2025, right now on our membership platform, we're going throughout the spring deeper and deeper into the radiance and really creating this strong, strong foundation. So as we go into the summer and beyond into autumn and winter, then you've really got this powerful foundation that can hold you throughout life, to help you bounce back from challenges, to help you open out and really welcome in your potential. So check out the links. Come and join us. And thank you for joining me.